Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. With our hearts uncovered. Boy, detox from all of the lies you smothered. What them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recovered. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the Jews life taught you. It's on you, tell the truth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kimberly with Unseen Twisted Truth. We are the People's Podcast, and my co-host Henry.
Hi. I'm really tired. This might either go good or bad.
It may be just you and I, even. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Get out of Dodge. Damn. I just got done researching everybody in between doing concrete work.
I called one of the artists, one of the guest speakers that were supposed to come on, and they didn't respond. So I don't know. I asked them to please come on, but they didn't respond. So it is what it is. How are you?
Ooh, I'm a tired cat. When I do work, I do the hardest work there is. I can't run cash registers anymore. I just do like trade and concrete work. So I'm absolutely beat to death. It's a good thing.
If you're not able to stay on, you don't have to.
What's that?
I said, if you're not able to stay on, you don't have to.
Oh, no, it's good. I don't mind. I sometimes like being tired. Does that make any sense?
Okay. Well, you matter to me. Just know that.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't call it off for that. I took a nap when I got home. I just don't do trade work all the time anymore. So when I do it, I realize I'm getting older.
Yeah. I'm still kind of sick. I'm still kind of sick, so I'm getting over that too still.
Oh, yeah. I know a couple people are sick right now. But we could definitely talk about stuff.
Well, we're going to talk about why love regardless. I didn't have music to play anyways, only because the young gentleman, the King guy that's supposed to come on tonight, amazing. So I really wish he does show up.
Was that Team Moon?
No, the Fast Lane. Kimani. That's his name, Kimani. So I really wish he'd show up. He's intelligent and special. Like he's something special.
I did check out some of the music too. It was really good. So I was kind of it happens, I guess. You know.
And then Team Moon isn't another country?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Yeah, so if he doesn't show up, that's acceptable. Sometimes they don't get internet, remember?
Yeah, they got hard issues over there. I'm interested to talk about other parts of the world too. I think it's important to talk about our show, interview people, and
Me too.
And their music was really good. I got a chance to listen to a little bit of it. And
then our other co-host may not. I don't know. They're visiting with their niece and nephew, so it's okay. Like I said, enjoy your night. I'm not pressed about nothing no more.
No, you don't have to be pressed. The Unseen Twisted Truth podcast still on at 8. We're still cranking it out and saging.
We can't force no one to come on. We can't force nobody to support themselves. We can't force nobody to love themselves. Now listen, though, this is what happened. There's this beautiful young queen goddess. I don't know how old she is. I shouldn't say young, but young is a pleasant word, I guess. Isn't that that's a compliment, right?
I suppose it's a fact. Maybe.
So there's this beautiful, beautiful person, beautiful soul. I should actually send her an invite, see if she wants to come on. But anyways, beautiful soul. She's believing in herself finally, supporting herself finally. And I told her she supports her, we'll support her.
Oh, for sure.
And she makes her own her own oils and sprays and skincare.
See, that's cool. I think I've realized something now, and it's all this body wash and shit I was using my whole life. That's all poison. It's full of weird chemicals. And then I always feel better when I'm using natural ingredients and things. And it sounds pretentious or whatever, whatever word someone will concoct, but it's good. Like the oatmeal baths and things, they've been working. I love it. You feel more connected to the earth when you're not pouring a bunch of strange chemicals into your pores.
Well, she was even saying today on one of her little things, have you ever read the bottles? Like, you can't pronounce none of those stuff.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I mean, even that and food and stuff I don't like. The big one for me was the trisodium phosphate in all the cereal. I used to buy it without it, but they've kind of changed that.
They changed everything. Listen, they were just doing showing a progressive jar. And on the progressive soup, there's some Bactine, Bidapenzi, something.
That sounds antibiotic-y.
It sounds rough. It sounds like
that's also loaded with sodium, those soups.
Yeah.
I mean, so salt's good for a body. It's how we absorb water and whatnot. But, it's full of... I was talking to somebody about energy drinks today. They're like, do you want an energy drink or something? They bought me a pop, and I haven't had a pop in a long time. I'm like, screw it. I'll have a pop. I'm kind of running on fumes, I guess. That'll help. I used to drink energy drinks. I just can't do them anymore. They used to trigger me. When I quit drinking, I was slamming my vodka with Monsters to get rid of the taste and to stay up because I couldn't even process a half pint of vodka. I was getting blasted. So I thought, hey, I'd stay up if I drank more Monster. I don't know, the snake eats its tail eventually. So it's been a while. I finally can drink them once in a while. They're poison. It's all poison.
Hold on.
Hold.
I can't answer. No, go ahead. I'm on the podcast. I was getting a phone call and I can't answer it because if I answer it, it takes away the sprinkler and we're recording, and I'm keeping that on.
I know. I told my dad if he calls me during the podcast one more time, he's going to be on the damn show. Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Tom, we'll make you come on, Tom.
Let me tell you, so my father and I have a pretty good relationship. When I call him or he calls me or something, people are like, wow, you must really hate that person. I'm like, no, it's all a joke. We got a good, healthy, humorous relationship. It's fun. Bastard. I love him.
It seems like people only want to contact you and connect with you when you're on live. When
I'm busy. So anybody who looks at me, they're like, Henry, you're always active. And I am a vampire, but I also have a bunch of shit open all the time. I might not be active, just for the viewers out there.
Let's see if this young man comes on, because he said, what time you tonight? And I'm like, now.
Current.
I can't call him a young man. I can't call him a young man. I apologize. Man, I gotta watch my words. Not because of me, because I'm so caught up in me that I tend to forget that I'm not mindful of others. And some people may be offended with the fact of the things I do say. And my intent is never to offend you. So if I call you young man or something like that, I'm not lessening the fact of how intelligent you are or respectful you are or your demeanor or anything. Because sometimes a lot of young people are so mature compared to some of the people my age.
Yeah, I've seen a balance.
You, for example, you're in your early 30s, and yet I vibe with you so well and connect and sync so well with you compared to someone my age.
I don't think age has anything to do with anything, really.
Not at all.
I mean, you could spend your whole life in a damn cave. You could be 60 years old, and I can show you how to use a router finally or something. I mean, like, it's the intelligence, the ignorance thing. Someone was asking me why I asked so many questions. I'm like, I always ask questions. That's why I'm still alive.
Thanks.
We base that. So, no, I would never take that as a defense. And I don't think so, Kimberly. And when you it's cool that you're accountable enough to say that. That's the only times it ever gets heated in the show, and then it doesn't really get heated, but maybe people take offense to it. I don't know. It's good that you're yourself, and it's good that you know that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. My my life partner said I was dope, and I took that as a compliment completely because my life partner's is dope. So for my life partner to think I'm dope, that's a big compliment to me. And I
Dope is good.
appreciate that people see me with a high vibe, a good vibe, a high energy in the light that I see them. And honestly, I do. And we can talk about knowing love
Yeah, love is that's a really
because that's
important
what it is.
topic. Yeah, let's
And I'm
talk.
not talking. I'm not talking about the general word, Henry, of love. It's much deeper than that.
Oh
People
yeah,
ask for something, but they don't know what it is when they receive it. So they're not familiar with it. So they can't have it come to them properly because they're asking for something that they don't know how to receive when it comes to them. See, now this is the man I was talking about.
How you doing today?
oh there he is.
Hi, how are you? So, I was saying, man, I hope he comes on. I said because he's awesome, amazing, a total king god all the way. Like mad respect for you.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just was getting back. I had to go run and get me some food today.
Okay.
That's so interesting. I just watched you eat a Mr. Beast burger in
Oh, you did?
preparation
Yeah.
for the podcast. I'm like, let's find some content. And I was looking for music. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this guy eat a burger. Because it's good.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like your vlogs.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I have a few things coming up soon. I just talked to someone with a taco truck out in Dearborn. I'll be doing some like food review with them. So I had that coming soon.
Tell everybody about you though, because I want everybody to know how amazing you are, not just me.
Okay, well, my name is Kimani. I go by Key. My YouTube is Key to Life. I'm 29 years old. I have two young kings that I'm trying to raise to, be the biggest. And I mean the biggest. I don't want them to, be greedy or nothing like that, but I want to raise them to be what I want them to be, and what they want them to be. Want their self to be, as I should say, I don't want to push them into anything that, I didn't get to live in my past that I, missed or anything like that. So I want to, give them kind of a freelance way of, choosing what career they want to do and what exactly they want to get into, because it might take longer, and it does take some longer than others, but time only tells the truth when it's time. It's never gonna, reveal before too early or too late. But I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I reside in Pontiac, Michigan. I take care of my grandmothers. One is 76 years old. My great grandmother as well. She's 95 years old. I have two little sisters. One has two nieces. Well, my nieces, I should say. I'm sorry, a little nervous. But I have two nieces by her, and a nephew. And I mean, that's pretty much it. My mother, I talk to her periodically, not as much, but we talk when we can and stuff.
So family's pretty important to you. I see that that's relevant in your videos too.
Oh, definitely. Because I got separated from a lot of my immediate family, I should say. And it kind of, with me growing up and the things that I were doing that I shouldn't have been doing, but we all grow up and learn our own ways. It was just like, I couldn't go on with life without knowing, like, I didn't know my dad. I didn't know my first cousins, any of that, you know. And I'm living in a small city called Pontiac that most don't know too much about, but it's like it's so small. And I'm from here, and it's like I don't even know a relative if I walk past them. So why would I want to, you know, continue living life like that? I'm not one of them people. I can't live life like that. I don't care if we don't talk as much, you know, but we're still at the end of the day, we're family. So I at least want to, you know, hey, here and there, hey, how you been? You know, how things treat you. Is there anything that I can help you with, or any advice I could give you? Do you want a hug? Do you want to take a walk down the street? You want to get on the bike and ride through the trails? What do you want to do? Let me know. Because at the end of the day, just because we don't talk every day, how am I supposed to know as your family member to know that my relative is going through something that they can't control? You never know. A person might just need a hug, and it's just that simple. It's not always about money. I'm not big on money. I can make money. It's just that I'm never big on that, and I never will be. And I want my kids to be the same way.
So I want to tell you what I'm proud of you for. You had a great start in a music career, and you decide to put it on hold to get yourself right and your family right. And that's important. And a lot of people focus on their career and they forget about their family and themselves. And then they later on regret that they did that way. And you being the age that you are, you got onto it early and you were able to put it on a hold to take care of what's important. And now you're still in an early age that you're able to pick it back up and bloom.
Yes, how can I say this? I'm gonna say it's short and simple. How can I make myself successful knowing the fact that I have got here in life, and back home I have a relative that can't even pay their phone bill? $40, $20. Like I said before, we may not talk all the time, but at the end of the day, is some people, hey, everybody had, I'm not too fond of that relative. You know, the energy is not there all the time, or, you know, everybody always have that cousin or brother or sister that they the loud mouth. They causes this when we go out. You know, they get a little too belligerent and stuff like that. What I've been teaching myself is never give up. Of course, I never give up on myself, but I'm teaching myself to never give up on my family. Sometimes, yes, you know, it's definitely easy for a person to, all right, you know, dropping and going about your day. But are you really going to forget about it? You're not. I don't care what you go do in life. You can go get a bottle. You can go smoke a blunt. You can go with your best friend and have a good time. You can go enjoy nature. You know, you can go meditate. But at the end of the day, honestly, you're not going to forget. So I can't see myself putting all this heavy effort and stuff on my shoulders, knowing that I have a tail of things dragging along, and I'm sitting here trying to force myself to forget. I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget. That's just like people on the streets. I had to tell someone, for instance, I had to tell someone the other day, because it's a homeless guy that sits outside the dollar store up the street from me. And he came in and, you know, she was like, no, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And I'm like, have you ever stopped? Honestly, have you ever stopped? Because it's easy to say, get out, go about your day. because of how you looking at him. It's the cover of the book. It's how you looking at him. He might smell bad, look bad, face muddy, dirty, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, if you look beneath all of that, that's a hurting soul, honestly. It's a hurting soul. Literally, it's a hurting soul. It's literally crying for help. Instead of you saying, get out, and he's coming in a dollar store that you run and you're getting boatloads of money every day. So why not say, hey, okay, how about this? It's not going to be much. Let me at least give you $5 an hour. Come sweep the lot. Come stock up the store a little bit. Instead of you pushing them away, guess what? You might not know that might push him to something to do that he don't want to do. He might want to go in the store one day and run out. I've seen it happen before. So instead of you pushing people away, you bring them closer to you and ask them, what is there I could do from the long distance that we have between us right now? Right now, I'm trying to get to somewhere that I know for a fact when you call on me, it's no hesitation this time. I don't have to say, okay, well, listen, let me, get done with this meeting next week and then I'll see if I can work something out for you. No, I want to be the person and the family member and the king of the family member that you can, you just embrace my energy. Like when I come around, I literally want the world to damn near come to a halt.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel knowing you're about to be turned into a bunch of reels? Because you got some good messages here, Key. I think people need to adopt these principles. Especially businesses.
See, instead of getting on social media to, okay, I'm gonna use this for instance. Kim, you seen the reel I shared that was yesterday, right? About the social media stuff. And I said my own family thinks I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting into that world, walking in like this, I'm finna get rich. See, now the average minded person, what you just told me, right? The average minded person, if I was somebody totally different, they would have been like, oh my God, they would have been ecstatic almost. Oh my, I'm finna turn into you. What'd you just say? That basically in the back of their mind just told them, I'm finna get famous. I'm gonna get rich. Oh my God. But what is your goal though? That's going to come. If you do what you have to do, it's going to come. The good is always going to come. If you do good, it's going to come. Don't expect nothing out of it. Just do it. Don't say, hey, all right, God, I hope I get that new Porsche next week. No, it's not. He might say, you know what, I already had that plan, but now I'm gonna push it a little back for you because you
ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it.
You're not ready. You're not ready for it. You're getting into something that you're not even ready for. You want something that's like me wanting a Porsche right now and I can't afford it.
Right.
I'm gonna get in this Porsche and try to do the dash and I can't even keep up with the gas. That it doesn't make any sense. So instead of me, like getting into social media and trying to become a big face of, the celebrities and this famous thing and this, that, and the third. No, that's not my goal. I want to be known for a message.
All right, I'm going to put a pin in it for a second. I'm going to put a pin in what you said for a second. And the reason why is because you said the right thing. Now, some people want to be known and some people want to be remembered. You said you want to be known for the right thing. So that means that you really just want to be remembered. You're not searching to be known, to be known. You're searching to be remembered. It
I'm
makes
not.
a huge
I'm,
difference.
I'm known where I'm from. So a lot of folks know me here. I stay in a small area. You know,
Yeah.
I know a lot of folks. See, that's the thing with people. You know, where they're from, they might know a lot of people, but what's getting them to drive to the famous? They want the world to know them for
Right.
the wrong things.
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong things. This female over here to the right, she wants the world to know that she can twerk the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, do what you do. It's a perfect timing for that at the club when you're dancing. Versus you sitting here on social media all day, gloating and gloating and gloating that you got a BBL, but then you're going to say it's over 30 million thirsty men in your inbox. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why. They're being men at the end of the day.
You know,
They like what they see.
It's like building a legacy. It's not something that happens overnight. And if you do that with your own message, it's relatable. I think people grow naturally like that. That's why you look up and revere to so many different people who aren't just twerking, you know? That's why they relate to people.
And to put out what you want in return. That's what people have to realize, like we were talking about before he came on. Knowing love. A lot of people are asking for something when they don't even know what it feels like to have it, to receive it, because they haven't ever experienced. So you're asking for something. The reason why you're not getting it properly is because you don't know what you're getting. Once you get familiar with it, like being rich, if somebody wants to be rich, then feel like you're already rich. Know what it feels like to have whatever you want. And then it's going to fall in your lap if it's meant to be. Nothing will be forced if it's meant for you. Maybe that is not your purpose. Maybe your purpose in life is not to be rich. Maybe your purpose in life is to make a difference. But you're asking for something that's not meant for you, and you're not familiar with it, so you don't know how to receive it.
I also wanted to add. I wanted to say I'm proud of you for. You say your grandmother, your great grandmother, is 95 years old.
Yes.
And you take care of her, and that's a long legacy to be alive. And it sounds like she's very lucky to have you there to do that. It must be amazing to just sit down and talk to someone who's 95 years old, let alone just be their friend and be there. So wow, that's great too. That's priceless.
Man, you seriously don't understand. Like, a lot of people I like grew up with, I'm still friends to this day with, or I just, know from going to school with and stuff like that, man. I was one of the kids in the neighborhood, my granny was the neighborhood granny. You came to my house, I had every game system, no exaggeration. Every game system you can ever name, I had it. I had a foosball table that turned to everything. Foosball, tennis, basketball, anything you name, air hockey. My granny she's going to cook for you. Are you hungry? Don't hesitate. She not even, and if you say no, she's going to cook on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're going to eat. You're going to know there is a safe place out here in this world that you can come to. For instance, when I was younger, right, I want to say I probably was 15 at the time. There was a little chubby guy, stayed down the street, had a little lisp, couldn't talk that good and stuff like that. I've never been the type of person, it grinds my gears. I hate bullying.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand it. I hate bullying. And he used to get bullied around the neighborhood, sometimes. So one particular day, he come running to the house, banging on the door. And I wasn't there at the time. I was across the street. I probably was like 4 or 5 houses down at one of my cousin's house. And so as he banging on the door, I found out because my grandmother called my phone. And as I pick up, She like, Kimani, get over here. Come see what's going on with your friend down the street. His name was Josh. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm in my head while I'm going. I'm like, oh God, I'm probably gonna have to beat somebody up, you know. I don't like that. So I get to the house. He like, man, it was the same guys, man. They were chasing me down the street, and I tripped and fell. One of them got a chance to hit me over the head, and blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, okay, well, if you don't want to go home, you can stay here as long as you want. You know you're welcome here. You don't have to go home. You stay down the street. Our parents are very, very, very close. So, you know, it's whatever you want to do. You want to come over here with to my cousin's house with me, and you know, you can hang with us and you chill for the day. So it's like the person I'm trying to be is not your average person people want to be nowadays. Everybody wants the big and fame. Like I said, I just want to be known for a message. Just remember me. I don't care. I don't want you to remember me and say, "Oh my God, he used to be fly." Hey, yeah, I could dress. I could dress. You can ask any family member in my family. I could dress. I'm a good dresser. But that's not my goal. It's not my go-to. I don't want to be that public figure. I don't want to be that star on YouTube. Oh man, listen, when he come out, I bet you his shoes probably about $10,000 alone, just the shoes. Listen to what you just said. Do you know what you could have did with that $10,000? You could have went and invested in something. You know, you could have bought probably about 3, 4, 5 houses with $10,000 and made over $100,000. You're not thinking. I don't care about the Da Vinci. I don't care about the Burberry. I've came from that. I understand what it is. Now that I'm older, I understand what it is. And just like I'm teaching my kids now, when they put on new shoes or, you know, they take them off or play or something, or they know they're finna go like to a park or something, they say, "Hey, Dad, you want me to take off my good shoes?" I'm like, "Yeah, tell you, go ahead, why, give them a little scrub down real quick, because we just came in, from getting some food or something, or, just taking a little outing, go do what you do." But I also want them to know what exactly you putting on your feet. For instance, I love Jordans growing up. But as I did research, he feels some type of way towards his own kind. I can't fault him for that because, I wasn't there on the event that happened. But at the end of the day, you can't fault the rest of the world and the community because of something that happened in your past life tragically. You can't fault us for that. So I want my kids to know, like some clothing lines, they don't support this community. These folks over here don't support this, or like I just don't want my kids to grow up with any past hatred that they don't know about. You see what I'm saying? Like a person can have past hatred. Like I can have hatred towards a person that, oh my God, they're not the color of my skin. Hold on. We're created equal. If you go cut him with a knife, he's going to bleed as much as well as I'm going to bleed.
Mm-hmm.
If he lose a family member, he's going to cry as much as well as I'm going to cry. He can't go and do anything different that I can do.
Mm-hmm.
We're not different. We're not different at all. We're human. We may have a different skin tone. That's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, your heart pump as many beats as mine.
Right. The doctor's
Once
using the
you,
same surgical procedures on everybody. Like,
exactly. Once you, like right now, I bet you our hearts are beating the same rhythm right now. Literally, it's beating the same rhythm right now.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what spiritual bond you're building with somebody just by talking to them. I don't care if it's over the phone, virtually, in person, through a text message, anything. Because, okay, when I was incarcerated, I used to pray to my kids, and after my prayer, I used to say, okay, Father, now go give my kids a big hug, and a kiss on the forehead, and tell them right now, as I ask you, I'm still here. I'm still here. Yes, I've done things. I'm past it now. I've grown through it. It was something that I guess my life journey had to experience. Everybody don't experience the same thing. Yes, it's two people can go, a lot of people go to the jail for the same thing. A lot of people do. But their meaning behind it is way different. It's way different. It's way different. I know two gentlemen right now fighting serious cases. The same case, but two different meanings behind it on why they even did it. Facing the same time, with two different meanings.
Mm-hmm.
And one might think, oh my God, man, but he is a little worse than mine. No, it's not. No, it's not. It doesn't matter what you go through. Yes, everybody goes through different things in life. It's all about what you do to overcome that obstacle. And it's just that simple. You can't sit there and dwell on something and be like, oh man, I'm trying to manifest this though, man. But oh Lord, I know this is gonna, this is gonna what? Get to where you're trying to go. Stop making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Get to where you're trying to go and stop making excuses. Oh, I don't got a ride to go. Okay, well, you walking around the house all day, right? All them if you put a little walking meter on your little thing on your hip and count your steps, I bet you would have enough steps till you could have walked to work.
Yeah.
Walk. Do what you got to do. Manifest it. Dream it. Speak on it. Act on it. Study it. Study what you want to do. I watch a lot of big YouTubers. I try to, see what I go back to when they first started and see what exactly their first struggles was. Because you don't get into I don't care what you do, you don't get it unless you're a one hit wonder. But we haven't seen a one hit wonder in quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're a one hit wonder, you really nowadays got to come into this social media business full-fledged. And you can't make no excuse. Oh, I don't have the right camera. Oh my good. I vlog on my iPhone right now.
Yeah, the dollar general folks will do it.
I don't have a big extravagant camera. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have this behind me. I don't have this big light following me. I don't have that. I have my phone. Make something work.
I noticed you use a lot of angles and camera angles and stuff like when you open the door and stuff and you're standing there with the light pouring in. You can make it classy, without having a full Spielberg production set on you. You know,
yeah, you can. It's all about the mindset.
yeah.
Instead of you sitting there, it's okay. Instead of me, how I made that vlog, instead of me sitting there overthinking everything, okay, well, let me sit here and see how. Okay, man, how can I make this easier on myself? Instead of trying to make a vlog and be like the rest, that I'm not even on their status yet, and I know I'm not. So why am I sitting here lying to myself? I'm never gonna tell myself that this is what it is right now, because it's not. I can't get on here and talk and try to make this angle or this type of angle, because right now I don't have all the right material right now. So you got to use, do what do for the time being. So I sit here and just, play with angles sometimes, and play with the editing, and, see what I can learn new, and, just sit here, roll up a little bit, I sit here and talk to myself sometimes, and, go back over the video like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, maybe I need to dim this light down, or, maybe I need to sit over here, or, just think about stuff that's really going to attract an audience, instead of getting on here just doing willy-nilly.
You ain't gotta spend an arm and a leg. I like to use this little guy right here. It's a makeup light, and I just clip it onto my phone, and you can see my blemishes. Perfect. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on it. I think people do pay attention to the individual more than the light. I mean, you can realize too, like my favorite YouTubers and stuff. I'm like, wow, their old videos are shit. Now I'm like looking at it, but you see it where they kind of turn the tide on things. So, and then paying attention to that will get you pretty far too. You can emulate people and be your own person.
It's the want. If you don't have that drive and that want, then you're not going to do anything with yourself. This is about knowing love. Not only do you got to know what you're going to get before you receive it, but you got to love yourself correctly. You got to know you. You got to love you correctly. Because if you don't have no love for you, no drive, no passion for you to see you do well, you're going to be a shitty human being to others. You're going to put that out to the universe because you're always negative. You're always depressed. You're always thinking, deep down, dark thoughts and like stuff that keep you grounded. You're putting that out. So not only are you toxic to you, but you're toxic to the world. So once you know love and know yourself and love yourself correctly, you can shine bright. Like I was saying before about Crystal Carter is her name, and she does all her own herbal lotions and oils and stuff for Black people, and just skin's drier, skin's oil, or just different texture of skin. And she makes her all homemade stuff for it, and I created a logo layout and a flyer and everything for her because she supports her. And all I kept asking her to take a picture of this, give me this information, give me this information. She's willingly to give me stuff. I'm willingly to do it for free because she's supporting her by helping me help her.
Good networking.
I do not like those. All right, I apologize. I can't say that. I feel some type of way, personally, just my opinion, about others that don't support themselves when I ask for a brief description. I promise you, at the end of the day, this is the People's Podcast, and we are here for you, and I appreciate you, and thank you for coming on. To everybody who ever comes on, now and before, I will not research you. That's Henry's job. I will not figure out what's about you. I will not try to figure out where's Waldo in this hot mess. I don't have the want, let alone time. And maybe I have a whole bunch of time to do it. I don't have the want to do it because at the end of the day, I'm already giving you a platform to support you. If I have to go above and beyond way more than you will for you, then what am I going to do with it?
And I just like to because I grew up with talk shows.
And you're okay though, Henry, because you are my.
I like to do it.
You are my sidekick, and you ask the questions I don't ask. So I mean, I'm not saying No different from you to I at all at the end of the day. We are totally different, you know that. You're my yin to the yang. We're the opposite of each other, my friend. But at the end of the day, I don't want to. I don't want to hear your music before you come on unless I'm a fan of you. I don't want, and that's because I searched you. I don't want to, and I don't care what people think of it, because at the end of the day, it's not my problem, because my intent is pure and genuine. And I'm loving to have you come on. And if you support you, I will support you. I'm stuck like glued to this king god right here the rest of his life, and I already told him that. Locked in, key all the way, rest of his life, whether he likes it or not, because I believe in him.
I appreciate it.
The universe told me to speak to him, and I believe in him, and I'm connected to him. Universal, so it's not going nowhere. To know love is not a light switch that you can shut on and off. When you love somebody, people say it so loosely because they don't really know what it entails. It's not a word.
Very true.
We brought up so many examples.
It's an action. It's a meaning. It's you can't love something and hate it at the same time.
You can't. It's impossible.
It's either or. There's no gray area. It's not a sometimes science. Either you do or you don't. And
I heard someone say,
"I hate you later."
Yeah, and
I heard someone say to their significant other that they were really pissed at them. They go, "I love you, but I don't like you." And I sat there. I'm like, "What a sting!" Like, what a sting! I was thinking about hearing that, and I was like, "I hope I'm never involved in that kind of horrible miscommunication."
It makes sense, though. It makes sense, though, at the end of the day. But the thing is, though, half the time they're mirroring themselves. They're a reflection of self. So if you're feeling some type of way about somebody else, it's actually how you perceived it yourself. You have to do some shadow work and look inside of yourself to find out what's wrong with you. Because you did nothing wrong, Henry. Anytime you do anything or say anything and you apologize to me, I always say the same thing to you. Silly, stop.
I know it's always nonsense or some stuff. And I'm an overthinker too. To anybody else here, overthinking is a terrible, crippling problem. It just gets bad. So
it's
just like own your mind.
It's just being a hypocrite. It's just like being a hypocrite. You do something and then somebody else do the same thing. Now it's a problem. It's not a problem. You're the problem, and you're not understanding to know the fact that you need to learn yourself and see what the inside problem is, and stop trying to make it an outside problem, because that's not what it is. You're the problem.
It's you. 9 times out of 10, if everything goes wrong and constant, like, relationships fail, the jobs don't work, 9 times out of 10, it's because of you. You take what all of them have in common, and you are the denominator. So at the end of the day, the problem lies with you.
Definitely. I had to tell myself that before once. I don't sugarcoat it to myself. I've definitely had to tell myself, like, you kind of need to get it together right now. You know, you kind of it's time you distance yourself, and then, we try to mosey on back on over here and see how things are now, and see how can things be ran, now instead of, then, and just see what it is that's different and what goals that y'all can establish that y'all couldn't establish back then. Sometimes you might need to, like, seriously sit down and you with yourself, instead of you thinking, oh, I gotta call my best friend and tell him or her everything. Sometimes you gotta sit and talk to yourself first, and then go forward, with getting advice with your best friend or whoever you talk to, because guess what? You might run and tell your best friend that you think is your best friend, and you trying to vent. Soon as you hang up the phone, now they on the phone spreading 1,000 rumors, and by the time it get back to you, because you're eventually going to hear about it, it's not even what you said, and you're going to sit here and lie to yourself and say, dang, I wonder how people found out about my business. It's the snake in your house.
Yeah, I think a lot of people struggle with self accountability. I think that is the hardest step, including me. Everybody is sitting there and going, "What am I doing wrong, and how can I change it for the better?" And that
Exactly.
coupled with no communication, that's not love. That's hard.
There's a trauma bond of some
Yeah.
sort, some kind of toxic union between sorts that connects each other. Number one thing that people are comfortable with is fear. So comfortable.
Yes.
And they're
Yes.
so comfortable with fear that they don't want to grow. They don't want to try new things. They don't want to break up and separate, and they don't want to be alone because of fear. The fear of the unknown. And that's the weirdest thing for me. I cannot wrap my head around fear because what is it? Nobody knows. So you're actually afraid of something that your subconscious is telling your mind is going on, when actually at the end of the day, it's not going on. It's all in here.
You tricking yourself.
That's what fear is.
Yep. You tricking yourself. Oh no, I can't do this. Oh, I can't swim. Oh, I can't make a hole in one. I can't get this. I can't get this big corporate job.
Fear of success, fear of failure.
Fear of everything. You know, not only communication is important. Communication may be the key, but that's not the most important thing. It's how you perceive something. If you're going in it with the intent of already having malice and some kind of anger towards whatever they're going to say, no matter what they say is going to come off hurtful because you're already feeling it within you.
Right. We're
So
allowed to be frustrated, but we're not allowed to. We shouldn't hurt people over our own frustrations.
you can do that too. It's your problem. It's your business. The only thing you can control in life is self. So whatever you want to do with self, that's your right. None of it, someone can tell you what you can and can't do. None of it is my business, your business, anybody else's business to tell them what they can and can't do. It's not our place. If they want to be destructive to self, they're allowed to be destructive to self. And if they want to walk around here aimlessly and just be a hot fucking mess, they're allowed to. We can't tell them that it's not acceptable. Because one, we're not in their shoes and we're not going through what they're growing through. And we don't have the same perception that they are. We don't perceive it the same way. To them, maybe it's a healing step to them. Maybe they are overcoming something huge.
I think it's important too when you said earlier that we dehumanize addicts and incarcerated inmates and former inmates. We really dehumanize people like that, and that kind of love we speak of is not dehumanizing each other, but boundaries. That's like another form of love. Let's say someone's so bad off and they don't want to accept your help. If you're going to kill yourself trying to help them, it can be incredibly detrimental to you and your family too. So that's that boundary aspect of love. We can be compassionate, but not to the point where we force it, I guess.
You can do whatever you want, though. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's your hot mess life you're living. If you want to continue living a hot mess, then continue living a hot mess. But if you want to be useful to self, and you want to utilize every moment in the now, like you said last podcast, Henry, a lot of people don't do that. If you want to utilize every moment in the now, then be the best you for you. If not, then don't, because at the end of the day, I don't fucking care. Neither should you, because it's not none of my business. They will not affect me, because no one will take my inner peace from me, and I will not allow that energy to interfere with me.
No. There you go.
I don't got time for it.
Yeah, you can't over worry yourself about somebody else's situation.
You can't.
They're not even, especially at the end of the day, if their self is not, like, they're not even trying to do anything about the situation. Like, you're just comfortable. You're just comfortable. You just your life. You just all right. I'm an NPC. I'm just here. No. Why would I even? I'm not about to drain myself and my peace and lose my peace because I'm trying to overwhelm you with my peace and save you from yourself. I'm not even saving. The thing is, I'm not even saving you from somebody or or anything. I'm saving you from you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm thinking I'm going crazy. You ain't even trying to help yourself.
That's what it does.
I'm not doing that. I'm not draining myself. I'm a fool too then.
Yes.
No, I'm not no fool. I'm not. We can't be two fools together. Somebody got to be right. Like I said earlier, let me know what I can do from a distance. That's from a distance. I'm not draining myself and coming over your house to check on you every day to see if you done committed suicide. Because guess what? You had somewhere you can really get some help at, or you could real life sat your ass there and did what you had to do and get yourself out of that funk and grow and grow through what you're going through.
Yes.
Simple as that. Get over it. You can't sit there and dwell.
It's not gonna make things better.
You're sitting there talking about, oh my God, Jim down the street, grass is green. That's because he get out there, cut it, water it, fertilize it, this, that, and the third. While you sitting in the house just looking at it, and that's that. Yeah, do something with it. The nature is going to always take care of self. It's always going to take care of self. Nature is going to take care of self. That's a known fact. But if you do want that green grass in your life, I think you need to fertilize yourself a little bit and go ahead and get to growing.
I told Crystal last night, I said, you cannot continue, because she's, like I said, she's a beautiful, bright goddess, queen, amazing soul, just shines bright upon everybody, just a beautiful person. And I told her, I said, you cannot keep watering everybody with an empty cup. You have to learn to fill you up too and put you forward. You're over there supporting everybody, sharing everybody's stuff, talking great about everybody, but your own business that you're trying to do on your own is sitting here and you're not doing no work behind it because you're too busy helping others grow. You need to still help others grow if that's what you intend. Please do. Don't let me stop you from doing that. But at the end of the day, put you first. Show off your stuff too. Stop talking about so-and-so being great and start talking about this person being great. Once you start talking about this person being great and you start shining better from within for self, everything will fall in place for you.
I think that's a good example for that, especially with addiction. When people are in recovery, they try to go shoot a lot of the time for the last step, which is helping others with your newfound problem. And that can be a kiss of death for a lot of people because your cup is not full enough to start. Here you go. Here's some knowledge for you. It's not always the time, but that can always be in your mind is something that can be detrimental to the recovering mind too.
People got to realize also too, and this is very important, words are spells. Conversations are manipulations. Words matter. So when you see something that says conversate, it's actually trying to manipulate your mind. It's conversing back and forth to get you switched up. That's what conversating really means, to be honest with you. And you break it down, all the syllables tell you right then and there that that's a reverse thing. They're trying to manipulate you. You got to be strong enough with self to realize that your words matter. When people say, oh, just my luck, or here I go again, story of my life, I'm doomed,
Must be nice.
Are you doomed, or are you speaking doomed onto you? And then that's just what comes to you because that's what you're expecting. When I was younger, I used to say, every time I talked about, because love was my hugest thing, my whole entire life, hugest thing, because I always wanted to love someone and be loved. Because I didn't get that when I was younger. I had the daddy issues and whatnot, so I had to surpass all that and learn that the kind of love I really needed was from me. I needed to love my inner child and tell her I got her and that she's protected by me. And then once I did that, I was able to put my demons to rest. And I was able to get that duality within self. Now, I would always constantly want this. And then I started saying to myself, every time I spoke positive about this relationship, all of a sudden something bad happened. That's not true. It's because I willed it to happen. I'm over here subconsciously thinking to myself, well, hopefully today nothing bad happens. I hope today is a good day. I hope today this person doesn't wake up arguing with me for no reason. So I'm saying this in my head continuously over and over and over, waiting for it to happen. That when it does happen, I'll be like, I knew it was going to happen.
You're manifesting that.
I sure the fuck
strong
did.
principle.
I
Oh,
sure the
Lord.
fuck did. But
It
yet
happened.
and then I get mad because it happened. But yet the whole day I was wanting it to happen. I was willing it to existence.
Kimberly, my mother-in-law, all she talks about is hitting deer. I'm gonna hit a deer. I'm gonna hit a deer. She hit like 2 deer last year, and finally we're like, stop talking about hitting deer. She quit hitting deer.
Of course.
Destroyed the car.
So now I don't look for love. I give love, and I don't care if it reciprocates, because at the end of the day, I gave love. Some people didn't even have that opportunity to do that. Some people didn't even know what that feels like. And I was able to give somebody love correctly with pure and genuine intentions. If I don't get it in return, that's okay with me, because that's not my intent. My intent wasn't to give it to get it in return. My intent is to give it. I will naturally get it in return because that's the cosmic energy. But I'm not looking for it. I'm not hoping for it. I'm not praying for it. I'm not believing it. Them are all false words. To know something is the strongest power you could have. To know. Without doubt.
Yeah, that's very true. It's just like okay, say for instance, a person is having a financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the average mind person is going to say, what? I want financial help.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of versus me giving you the knowledge I know already that I'm using for myself, that I'm actually starting to be successful in. Instead of me saying, hey, here a couple dollars. Now you go do what you do. Versus me actually allowing you to let me invest in you and give you the knowledge that I know.
Facts.
You gotta invest to get invested in. So you might come to me and say, hey, big bro, hey, cousin, or this, that, and the third, friend, you think you can loan me a couple dollars? No, I cannot. Guess what? I can give you something way better.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about if you take this knowledge and go home and lay on the couch and call the next person for their money, that's what you do. But guess what I just did? I planted the seed.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't water it, I guess that seed is going to be sitting in the soil of your brain until I guess you want to water it. You got to want to water it. It's just like you said, you got to want to drive. Mm-hmm. You got to want to grow. You got to want this. Needs, I need this. But see, some people get needs, wants, dreams, goals, and this, that, and the third. Some people get it all misconstrued. You might have a goal, you doing the wrong thing to get there. You're not going the right way. You're not even studying on what you need to do, or get some tools from somebody that's actually doing what you doing that you want to do. Go to them and say, hey man, listen, instead of me going out here doing willy-nilly, I'd rather sit here all day and learn from you. I don't care if you don't tell me, I don't care if you don't speak a word to me. Let me sit here and watch you. I've never had I haven't been to a class to learn how to put carpet down, floors, any of that sort. Wax a floor, any of that. My grandmother has a friend that's been in that business for years. I'm talking carpet, flooring, plumbing, jack of all trades. Me, I'm a quiet person. I'm not speaking. I want to know what's going on around me. Because if I'm speaking, I'm hearing myself talk. I'm blocking out all the messages that I'm honestly, my spirit honestly is trying to receive. I'm blocking. Because I'm talking, I'm yapping. This is
Because
what
you
I'm
didn't learn to shut the fuck up.
You gotta learn to shut the fuck up. Exactly. You gotta learn to shut the fuck up. You got to sometimes. Why the hell are you talking? What are you doing? You talking. I'm sitting here giving this person advice with the financial situations, and you sitting here still trying to tell me what you're going through.
Yeah.
You told me already. You broke.
Change.
You broke. I understand that. We done all been there, done that. We're not born with money. I didn't come out my mom's womb and she didn't go to my safe deposit box and say, all right, well, this is for his diapers, this is for his clothes and stuff for the next 18 years until he can take on by himself. No, that's not how life works. If somebody live in that type of lifestyle, you let me know, because I ain't never heard of that. I've never heard of that world. Never. So
you gotta work. You gotta work for shit. I mean, it's very rare that you're just born a prodigy, and the minute you pick something up and just try it, you're just a genius at it. You know, it's worth watering.
Exactly. Unless you're just you're a natural. But that's like a needle in a haystack.
Facts.
It's a needle in a haystack. If one of my boys pick up a basketball and become bigger than LeBron James, Jordan, Stephen Curry, or anybody, guess what? Natural. It's a natural. First off, he's gonna be a natural because that was my main sport. That's every kid's main sport. You know, they see the ball. Oh, hey, it's cool. Let's play some hoops and stuff. Everybody has that dream. That's a known fact. Every kid wanted to be that lawyer sometimes once in point in life. Little girls, I want to play doctor, stuff like this, or I want to do this. So, like I said, you have to you seriously have to shut the fuck up, receive the message, and then at the end of the day, instead of just letting someone else damn near overwhelm themselves, because now they being stupid at the end of the day too, overwhelming and worrying about you so much. Stop letting them just invest in you. You invest in as well. You gotta invest to be invested in. You invest as well. Say, okay, well, you did give me this little pointer that I need on I'm gonna say something I need. Okay, editing. Oh yeah, okay, I did need that, man. How about I shoot a little short reel for you or something like that? See how it comes out. Guess what? You might not know that you just might meet the right person. They say, okay, well, I know you a little, wet behind the ears with this right now. So how about I'm gonna give you a job, but if I take you to the river, at the end of the day, I can't make you drink. So if you let me give you this knowledge and advice, cool. It's all about how you take it in. I can't make you do anything. And at the end of the day, what's crazy is, because you guys mentioned it not too long ago, my biggest thing that I'm still trying to I'm still trying to kick to the side is I can't help everybody.
Yeah, it's hard. I had to learn that. That was a tough one.
I cannot help everybody.
People pleasing is a killer.
My want for that is extreme. I can't. That's a hard one too.
I talk about that a lot.
I can't. I might see somebody walking down the street. Literally, my girlfriend knows as well. I might see somebody literally walking down the street and Oh my goodness, man. You know, I'm not all the way, you know, right there right now, but at the end of the day, I have that mindset. When I tell myself, I say, okay, well, if I see that person still to the, when I get to where I want to be, if I see that person, they got a job. I'm not going to tell myself, oh, I wish I, oh man, dang, I don't got this right now. I know that. I know that. That's why I'm working towards it. That's why I'm manifesting. I'm telling myself what is going to be. Because what it is now is I'm not finna lie to myself. Oh yeah, you know, I can go out and do this, that, and the third and help this person. And you know, no. No, I can't I can't help. I can't help right now.
That's the
So
cup. That's the watering of cup. You got to make sure your cup's full before you
I
shine
have
into
to.
others.
I have to. And that's in sometimes that's, you know, when I shared that video yesterday and I stumbled across that, the reason I made the caption on that is like, you know, my own family think I'm crazy about that is because, you know, it's like y'all are moving the same way. You're moving the same way. I've helped. I've helped. I did this. I gave this. I lended this. You know, you knew you could come to me and get this, and you know, it was it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So finally, when I say, okay, well, I can't do it. Now I'm a bad person.
Facts.
Now
Facts.
I'm he must be going broke over there. Oh,
Why you switch up?
huh? I've been helping you how long?
Yeah.
Did you show me some effort? Something? I don't care if I even give you something and you go come back with give me a single rose. Yeah, I might have purchased it, but you didn't go out and get something. You actually need something. That's why you came to me for help. You didn't go out and do that. You said, all right, you know what? I know for sure I got the help. I got the help. I have the help. Let me go just steal. I have to show some type of appreciation. This is not, it didn't come out of my pocket. But at the end of the day, it's still about the small things you do. And it's about how you do things.
Right. You reciprocate with kindness.
Facts.
Exactly. It's like if you give, that's okay. I seen something on social media the other day, right? And it was kind of funny, but kind of crazy and weird at the same time. That was a family that got into it. A mother and her youngest daughter got into it with her oldest daughter, pertaining to something dealing with her mother's boyfriend. Now the oldest daughter gave her younger sister her old car. You know, she getting to the age, you know, she need, you know, she's need a car to get around and stuff, get to work, you know, go to school and stuff like that. So instead of her actually, you know, it was a sports car. So instead of her actually just, I'm gonna be humble, I don't like it, but it's a free car.
Mm-hmm.
You just blocked a blessing for what? For what? Something you can't even afford.
Mm-hmm.
Something you can't afford yourself. Matter of fact, you're not even working towards it, or are you? What are you really working towards? So where the problem came in is, okay, the mother said, okay, well, she don't want it. So she took the keys and gave it to her boyfriend. Now, I felt where her oldest daughter is coming from because, okay, you could have just, if my little sister didn't want it, you could have just gave my keys back.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a gift to my my bloodline.
Right.
I have nothing to do with you and your man that's grown and don't have his own vehicle. That has nothing to do with me. Now, I feel her on that. I'm not sure on why the mother felt comfortable on just, go ahead. You can have it instead of, actually going about it the right way. Hey, my boyfriend don't have a car. We don't want to make him feel already embarrassed as some men do and don't say nothing already as he is. You feel me? Sometimes a person might feel embarrassed as a man at the end of the day because they can't or don't have the right tools right now. So she took her daughter to court. She took her mother to court. And they got into it and all that. And she like, oh, I'm not dealing with my daughter no more, and she acting weird and pay all that. And I'm like, how is she acting weird when you took a gift that was given to her bloodline versus you supporting your own man? That's not her man. So now guess what? Just like we said not too long ago, now you making your problems mine. You can't make that. That's not your man. Don't have a car. That's not my man. So sometimes the person has to sit there. Like I said, that you got to sit there in real life. Nowadays, you have to study yourself. If you don't, because if you're not people like us, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people is gonna be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't figure yourself out right now and learn yourself all the way deep within, you're going to be lost.
Mm-hmm.
Figure.
I learned something. I'm over here and I've been asking like that thing I was talking about, the whole love thing my whole entire life. And I realized that the people have been coming to me and wanting to love me, but it was incorrectly, not the way I wanted. So I had to be more literal with the universe and be more specific of what I wanted. Now, the thing is, people every now and then, every blue moon, someone will jump into my inbox and be like, hey, how you doing? I'd like to get to know you. And I always ask if they got the vaccine. That's a huge thing to me because I have a whole belief on that and I have a knowing that I am comfortable with. So this gentleman around my age, everything was perfect. And they were like, yeah, I did. And I said, why? And they said it was recommended for my job. And I was like, but was it forced? And they were like, no, it was recommended. Didn't you hear me? I said, yeah, though it wasn't forced though, right? And they said, no, it was recommended for my job. And I said, I get that, but do you not hear what I'm asking? I'm wanting to know, did they force it? Did they
was a
come
gun
up
to your head?
Put a gun to your head or take the needle and shove it at you when you're running?
Right.
It was forced upon you. And they were like, no. And I said, okay, then. I don't want to exchange energy with you. Now, I do that quite a bit because honestly, I believe the way I believe, I feel the way I feel, and I stand on what I know. So this other person come into my life and I asked them if they got the vaccine. They told me yes. And I said, why? They said because they wanted to see what it would do to their body because they're all about researching. They're making this skin product and this soap and whatnot, and they want to see if anything else they put in their body will have an adverse effects onto what they've already been doing to the body. I appreciate and respect that person so much to this day, and I will still talk to them. I mean, I won't exchange energy, but I will definitely talk to them because they were honest with why. They did it because they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize when you do something because you want to, like that cigarette or the alcohol or the pills or them drugs you're taking, them are not necessities. Them are not needs. Them are not something you can't live without. The only thing you can't live without is air. That's it.
Definitely true. That's definitely true.
Them are all wants. Them are all something that you chose to put inside your body willingly. So for someone to say, you know, I had no choice, it puzzles me because at the end of the day, we have some type of free will. We really honestly do. We have a choice of controlling self.
Yes. Yeah. We do.
I will accept somebody who has an honest opinion and says honestly, I did it because I wanted to, over someone that says I need it or I can't live without it or, you know, I have no choice.
Need it or it was recommended. Now, that's the craziest thing I could have heard is recommended. Okay, it was recommended. Okay. There's recommendations in the world all day.
All day.
All day.
The Surgeon General says a warning on cigarettes all the time, and Henry smokes like a mug. But it says it's recommended you don't.
Smoke?
Yeah. But you still do because you want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. To want to is totally opposite than force or I have no choice.
This is what I need. I need it. You don't need you need yourself.
Yeah, you need.
We have a basic list of needs that are pretty standard through all bioorganisms.
Yeah. You don't need poison. You don't need that job. You don't need that vaccine. You don't need a lot of things in this life that they're recommending to you. It's not forced. If we all stood together and united and came together as a whole, a collective whole, and showed love, we could overturn so much in this world.
Oh my goodness.
I have no doubt in my mind that we could beat everybody.
Everybody.
No doubt in my mind.
Never with violence and never with ill intent. All with positive energy and love. And the thing is, love is the answer and the key. And people don't get that. Unity and love is what it is. And people want to be suppressed and they want to be divided. And they're always worried about egos so much that the next person might come up off of them. The government's coming up off of you. That person that you're going to push that 9 to 5 punching the clock for is coming off of you. Are you kidding me? The school system came off of you. Your parents probably came off of you. Okay? Anybody who utilized you more than you utilized you came off of you. Yeah, I realized when enough people stood on my shoulders to survive that I no longer wanted to drown.
Good analogy.
I wanted to know why I kept doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome because I was insane. What the hell?
That's what it is. That's what they technically define it as. Insanity.
So if you don't like that label, because somebody who I love to this day, extremely love to this day, really special person to my heart and will always be, just our positions in each other's lives have changed, but I still love them to this day. They said to me that I was insanity. It was insanity. However I was acting was insanity. It totally was. And I took it as one would who's healing and not healed yet. I thought they were being mean to me and they were making me feel less than what I was. So I took it as a defense mechanism and I fight or flight. So I left. And the thing is, at the end of the day, I love this person now more because they took and said that to me and they didn't have to. They didn't have to make me see what I was doing to myself. They took time out of their life to tell me I was a hot fucking mess. My stepmom tried killing me. and a couple times. And I love her more than I love my biological mom because she took time out of her life to tell me to stop being this way. Even if it was a little aggressive, I still, like, I needed it, I guess. I needed it. I was a little hard-headed.
We need
So
other people too.
maybe that approach is what I had to have for me to open my eyes. Because obviously I kept doing the exact same thing, expecting something different in return my whole life. My whole life.
You're not independent in every situation. You can't. I don't know when or why people start believing that lie. You know, in life, that's just like a person, yelling, I'm independent. I could do it all by myself. Well, why are you struggling?
Then why do
Matter
they
of
want
fact, why are you telling us a secret message? You don't even know that you're telling us.
Yeah.
Look at this. You're basically telling us, I need your help, honestly. I'm independent. I could do it by myself. So basically what you're saying is you don't know how to ask me for the help that you need.
basically?
Simple. You was thinking I was going to say something else. No, you don't know how to ask for my help. It's simple
You're
as
right.
that. I don't know how else to tell you. I'm blunt. You need my help. Ask for it. You know, I can't help you if you're not saying
Yeah.
nothing. I don't know if you're hungry. I'm finna go get some food, so I just supposed to assume that you hungry. What if I picked you up
Right.
and you just ate? You want something to eat? Okay, you got to talk. I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what you going through. I don't know what you and your girlfriend went through last night. Hey, bro,
Right.
come pick me up. Okay, cool. What's going on? Oh, I need to vent, man. Me and the missus had a little debate last night. We just not feeling the energy right now. I just need to go. Okay, cool. You let me know what's going on. I'm definitely pulling up. Versus you talking about, man, pull up real quick, bro. I can't even, man, it's too much going on. Okay, well, I ain't pulling up if it's too much going on. You're not gonna get me in your bullshit. I'm gonna pull up to some bullshit. You're gonna blindfold me into a fucking tornado.
Yes.
You gonna blindfold me into a damn tornado. You got some nerve. You've had me pull up to a shootout, basically. Come save me, bro. I'm getting shot at. Where your gun?
Come into my combat zone.
Are you using it for the right reasons? Why is somebody shooting at you? You did something with your gun or something, huh? What you got going on? You got to let me know. You have to let me know this. You can't expect somebody to just know. I don't live my life off assumptions. I'm not finna do that, and I've never have. Oh my God, they need help. Let me run to the rescue. Honestly, like I said, I'm tired of that. I can't help everybody. I can't help everybody. I love to, though. I
And
love to.
that right there is going to help you grow so much by
Yeah.
saying that you're tired of it.
It's
going to help you release so much.
My girlfriend say the same thing.
So
much. Well, what am I here for then? What am I here for? Just to live a life?
Yeah, no.
Please don't think that.
No.
Please don't think that.
No.
I'm totally different. I'm totally different. I wasn't a person put on here to just be here. I'm a message. I'm a guy.
What did I say to you? What did I say to you the first time I spoke to you?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
The universe told me to speak to you.
Oh yeah.
And you said,
my energy attracts
a lot of universal people have been coming to me lately to speak to me, and I'm just now being aware of that, and I wonder what it's about. And I said, I don't know. I don't ask why. I don't ask questions, but I'm telling you right now, I got to be in your life. That's just how it's got to be, because if I don't do it, then I'm going to feel effects from it. I will feel nauseous. I will feel my head will start hurting. I will feel like I'm going against the energy. And I can't go against the energy because I've done that a lot where I get anxiety and I'll have panic attacks and stuff because I'm going against the natural flow.
It's just like earlier, like we said, you're not going to forget. You sitting there trying to force yourself to go on about your day, and guess what? It's still haloing over your head right
Yeah.
there. It's still right there over your head while you sitting over here looking at this thought for later on to go grab that little liquor bottle or smoke your little blunt or do this, that, and the third. No, you need to turn around.
Yep.
Face the facts.
Yep.
Simple as that. Sometimes you need to.
I wanted to ask you a question here too. Do you think maybe it sounds like you've been doing a lot of work on prioritizing who to help and when to do that and if they need it? And do you think that, I don't want to call you a people pleaser because that's another assumption, but do you think that's been a problem for a lot of your life and it's something you've recently been getting a bigger grasp on? Biting off more than you can chew maybe with people?
That's my top two. Literally, that's my top two. Literally, it's not me. If I like it, I'm sitting here. That's like me sitting here eating a big juicy steak, knowing my friend right here next to me only gets this type of treatment if they're with me. No. I want you to be doing the same thing as much as well as I'm with you, or not even in the same city. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to manifest with me. I want you to come along with me. If we go through something, guess what? I'm the type of person, we're brothers. Let's get it on out the way. Because I don't want that tension around me. I might be over it. You might have received that totally different, and you might still have some secret agenda built up. You might be plotting on me down the line. So therefore, I've been trying to, of course, I've been trying to, tell myself, like, I know I want to be this big helping message. I right now in my life, if I don't dig deeper into myself, if I don't dig deeper into myself, I know for a fact I'm letting myself down. I'm not putting my full potential to something that I know I have potential in. I'm sitting here wasting my mind.
It becomes stagnant. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Someone said to me the other day, because I asked them, I said, when I did the 40-day fast, I said, I asked my eye of awareness to open. After that, I said, now I need protection. And they said, against who? I said, any weapons formed against me, anything like that. And they said, no, you don't. The only thing that you need protection from is yourself.
Yep.
Because nothing in this world is formed against you. You are your worst enemy and your biggest critic, and you are your best supporter. You are the only thing that you need protection against. You will stand in your own ways and block your own blessings. You will stop yourself from succeeding before the next person will.
A person can say something so simple, but it has so much of a big meaning and powerful message behind it, right? Okay, so people get people get the balling lifestyle. See what I'm saying? People get the balling lifestyle crisscrossed because, okay, I have a friend that's playing basketball, right? Okay. He balling in life, right? People come to look at him. He's, working towards his successful goal. Okay, but then I have some other people, they so-called balling in life, but it's something totally different. See what I'm saying? They on the block, as everybody know. They on the block, they in the streets. Hey, party over here. They say they balling. Why do they say they balling though? Drug money, this, that, and this, right? So now guess what our younger generation think? That's the balling lifestyle. That's how you ball. Use a goddamn lie. Mm-hmm. Why are you gonna keep teaching these kids that? You're a lie. Because guess what? You have to protect yourself from yourself, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right? Guess what my balling friend did on the block? You sitting in prison, right? Guess what my balling friend on the court, what he doing? He finna be on TV.
Yeah.
Manifesting something.
Yeah.
So you might, like I said, the person, it's two people might go to jail for the same crime, but guess what? They might get looked at crazy, all types of stuff. But you don't know why this man killed him. You don't know why he had to, do what he had to. You don't know that. You don't know. You honestly don't know why he had to do what he had to do. You don't know why he had to do to get to where he had to get to. Because I have a relative right now, stop cold turkey. And he's in the real estate. Cold turkey.
No. There's interference. 1 minute. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh, I got that. All right, good. I think you can hear us. Damn it. So scratchy. You hear that at home, everybody? No, don't pay attention to them fake ballers. That's really good advice right there. You can take little hints from them, but don't force yourself into that.
Try it again. There's some feedback of some sort.
This is so weird. Oh, it's the government. I can hear it's our words repeating. Hi, FBI guys. Nope. Damn.
All right, try it.
Oh, he's very still. Yeah, that's not animated movement.
Try it.
I think he froze up.
I think he froze up.
Damn, that was... There you go. I had to wait till the end? Like, really? Is it the end? I don't even know what time it is. This covers... Oh,
yeah, it is the end. He's going to pop back on real quick. And when he does, I want him to tell people what he's going to do and where they can find him at and what's his message. And what is his purpose going to be. Anybody struggling with addiction to drugs, alcohol, anything, and you need somebody to talk to and you want to get help and you don't know the steps, get a hold of Henry. He'll help you. He'll be there for you. He'll give you a listening ear. He'll show you some resources. He's been through it, so he's not going to judge you. He knows what it's like. You're not talking to someone that doesn't know what it's like.
And speaking on the podcast about boundaries and everything like that, do send me messages. If anyone wants to send me a message, I generally tend to go to those messages first instead of friends just talking to me. But priorities, I got a busy day all the time. I will get back to you. Absolutely. So please shoot it out there. You're not alone in this universe.
So anybody struggling with domestic violence and trauma survivors and that have been through it, and you're trying to overcome that, and you just don't know what's the next step because you want to leave this toxic situation, you want to better yourself, get a hold of Gina with Divine Order. She does not offer counseling, but she will give you the resources and give you the steps to better yourself. She will show you what you need to do to help you. It's a nonprofit organization. It's Gina with Divine Order. It's a beautiful, beautiful person with a beautiful cause. So get a hold of her. She'll give you direction on what you could do next. Anybody looking for some natural skin products, oils, and body perfumes, body sprays, room sprays, whatever. Crystal Carter, like I said, a beautiful queen goddess. It's a black business owner doing her thing. I'm not really fond of the whole labeling of the skin color, just that people resonate with it. I'm out of it. I'm out of the loop. I feel very uncomfortable doing that. Just a very beautiful person though. So go get with her and she can get your skin right because she cares about you and your skin. So what do you want to do next? Because you were on an important message and you got governmentized.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah, like I was saying.
No, what are you going to do with your life? Tell people what your purpose is. Tell people where they can find you. Tell people what you offer.
What do I offer?
Sell yourself.
I offer a message that you might find, how can I say, you might find some of my message exotic, different. You know, my advice is like, it's mind blowing. It's out of this world. I don't just give advice. I'm going to get deep with you. I'm going to let you know exactly where I see you at, what I read about you, what I'm getting from your energy right now. I don't want to be the next Dr. King. I don't want to be any of that sort. I want to be myself, authentic. Like I said, my name is Kimani. I go by Key. My YouTube is Key to Life. My Instagram's Blueface_Pink Bills. My Facebook.
Fastlane.
Fastlane. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I had to make a new page, but my Facebook is Fastlane, and like I said, I just I'm not on this earth for anything about no famous or celebrity this or anything like that. I'm a message, and as simple as that. I want to be remembered for a positive message, a big message, an energy, something that's going to, like I said, make the world halt, come to a serious halt.
Yeah.
Like he here. Go to him. You want a message? Go to him. Please don't come to me. You not coming to me with your financial issues, because I'm not giving you that. I'm going to give you the knowledge you actually need to know. If you come to me, I'm going to be the person I'm going to take my time to invest in you. I'm not going to sit there and be that celebrity and say, hey, I'm kind of running late for this secret meeting. Because now, guess what? I just blocked my own manifestation. Now I'm blocking my own manifestation. Guess what I'm doing? I'm being a problem to myself, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I want to be. So yes, I'm still learning myself. Yes, I have grown through a lot. And like I said, I just seriously want to be known for a big glow in the room. And it's just that simple. I want to be known for a deep individual. I don't want you to judge me for a cover or what you may assume. Because like we said, we can't go off assumptions in life. You cannot go off assumptions in life. You're not going to make it nowhere far. And you're going to block yourself. You may not block blessings all the time as you think, but guess what? You blocking. Honestly.
You need protection from you.
Exactly. So, you know, like, I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to become the better king version of myself, as I should say. Instead of becoming the better version of myself, I could do that all day. I could do that. But instead of really like, I know every aspect of myself, every aspect, because I can't see in the back of my head. But I want to know exactly how the back of my head looks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see my back, but I want to know what the tattoo say on the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not paying attention to the bottom of my shoe all the time because that's where I'm walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to walk into no mess, do I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to step on that gum on the ground, do I? So instead of me, you know, just walking along with life, going with the flow, I don't know. It's just like I've been getting more excited with myself, you know, more happy, more peaceful, because I know it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I know that for you. Yeah.
I don't want. I'm not going to rush anything. I've never been a person to rush. I have a few years ago. I had to, you know, sit there and teach myself more patience because I did go through. I was growing. I was growing through some things, and honestly, I didn't have the patience. I didn't have the patience, but I'm here now, and I honestly thank my father himself. You know, like I really thank him for guiding me and getting me back to myself because I
Yeah.
definitely I got lost. I got lost.
Of course.
And if you don't tell yourself that you are lost at some point in time, you are never going to actually get to where you're trying to go. So I just want to be someone that you can call a safe haven. You know, like it's not about your home is not your safe place. Some people, yeah, it's some people, yes, it's a safe place. But if you want to be like, if you want to be honest in a relationship, I should say, because I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. But a relationship, your other half, your partner, that's your peace.
Facts.
That's supposed to be your peace.
Facts.
Your partner is because y'all come home. I come home every day, as much as well as my partner, every day. But
Don't butt it. Don't butt. Don't butt.
Sad to say, your safe place can get attacked.
Yeah.
So this is not my safe place.
No.
This don't make me safe. There's a window here. If I open the blinds, it's not safe. Somebody can see through this glass.
Yeah.
No, my partner that's my safe place. I can't talk to these walls. Some people might say, hey, you know, the walls are listening. But at the end of the day, your peace is your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Your peace honestly starts within yourself first, though.
For sure.
So let me take that back. Your peace starts within yourself first. And if you are in a relationship, then your partner just tops the peace off all the way. They top it off all the way.
Can you do me a favor at the bottom, not to rush you, but we're going on 2 hours and I only have a little bit of time. Can you go to where it says more? And then go to where it says comment.
Okay.
And then type everywhere people can find you and the name they can find you under, and I will copy and paste it and put it on here.
Here we go.
Because we're within a couple minutes of the downfall.
He was nervous about nothing. It was a great podcast.
Always a great podcast. And I appreciate you coming on there, Kimani.
I appreciate you as well.
I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, man. I'm doing it right now.
Okay. And then Henry, do you want to take us out with a guitar play?
Normally I would, but I've been holding a grinder all day in my hands. I can't even play guitar right now.
Okay.
I love doing that. I'm freaking dying here.
Oh, he's putting it in the right spot. Thank you. And then I don't have to copy and paste. I like it. That's what's up.
I normally don't turn down guitar. Now I feel bad about that. I'm going to be fatalistically thinking.
No, don't. Please don't. No agreement of I will put on.
That's how it happens.
Stop it.
So it starts.
Stop it.
We have so many more podcasts we're doing, and it's okay.
Yes, I just want to end it with you taking us out from here out. Honestly, I do, because I'm asking people to promote and help me help them. Allow me to help them and promote them and give me some information so they can wrap it up and their way out. A lot of people ain't doing it. I'm putting these people that I love on and telling, support them. So I want it to end a certain way. You don't have to, Henry, please. You are not obligated.
We're doing the Unseen Twisted Truth guitar line outro. We'll just do it with the dogs barking.
Not you, Henry. You didn't have to.
Just some pretty chords. There we go.
Okay.
Well, we're in a song for it or something. We'll do an Unseen Twisted Truth song.
At the ending. Like, thank you for coming on. Thank you for let us help you. Something, Henry.
Yeah.
So we play it at the end.
Thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you. It's really fun, but I gotta go. Cause it's been 2 hours and the bathroom's calling. Yeah. 2 hours holding it. There we go. That's fun for everyone.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right. I appreciate